we are not just judges. God is. Well, good morning, my friends. It's a brand new day, and you know what that means is breakfast time. So let's jump into God's Word today. I got a very special one for you. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 10. I love Jeremiah. Jeremiah was a great prophet of God, and he was a young man who was doing the will of the Lord even when it wasn't popular. And I think that we can learn a lot from him today. I think that we're in store for some really good encouragement. So Jeremiah 17:10, here it comes. I, the Lord, search the heart and test the mind, to give every man according to his ways, according to the fruit of his deeds. Today, my friends, it's important to know that what God is doing in our hearts and lives is making sure that our motives are right. There have been times, and I'm just going to be as honest as I can, there have been times where I look at people who seem to get away with being evil. And it's discouraging because I don't understand how it is that they can get away with these things, especially when God declares that He's a just God. But Jeremiah 17:10 is a reminder that what the Lord is doing is He is looking at our heart and He is testing our mind and He's weighing and balancing what it is that's driving us to do what we do. And out of that process, His promise is that He is going to give to every person in accordance with what they did and, more importantly, why they did it. Now, it might not come in the way that we expect, and that's why God is the perfect judge. He is the one who makes sure that justice is poured out for the intent of the heart and the action that is done in accordance with it. And so today, I want you to understand that the way that the Lord works His plan is by weighing and balancing what it is that's motivating us, what it is that's calling us to action, what it is that we're doing so that the reproduction of those things and the harvest of those things is rightly given with His intent behind that. So let me explain it. As we are giving and doing and planning and serving, all these different things, the Lord sees why we do it. And so if it was left up to man to make a judgment call on how those things should come back so that we can do them again, I think many times we would be subject to bias. And in addition to that, man's hearts can be swayed through bribery and many things like this. God is not swayed that way. And so when we look at His promise to say He's the one that gives, we can have confidence to know that the fruit of what is happening in the lives of an individual is based on what the Lord has deemed worthy and righteous for that person. Now, sometimes He delays. That's what grace and mercy is all about, so that we can come to a knowledge of Him, so we can come to a place where we're doing what He wants done. But my friends, sometimes when we're looking from the outside in, we don't see why things aren't happening because we are not just judges. God is, and He gives in accordance with what He knows is right by weighing the intent of the heart and by looking at the mind's purpose. So my friends, today, know this. God has everything in control. God is just, and God is the one who repays for what is done, whether good or bad, in our lives, because He can see the mind and the heart. So trust God today and make sure that you're walking in a way that is pleasing both in your mind and your heart towards God, and you will see the wonderful harvest of His fruit in your life. All right, my friends, go get them today. It's going to be a great one. Thanks for having breakfast with me. God bless. Hey everybody, I hope you've been enjoying Breakfast with Bradley. We love bringing truth from God's Word to you. And I want you to consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so that every single day you can be encouraged from God's Word for whatever He has for your day. Click it now and make a change.